Today there's going to be a bonus video on how do you calculate square roots exactly. Now I'll be honest, this is not a critical topic, it's more of a fun thing. I've almost never used this for any practical purposes, but think about it, calculators have some algorithms to calculate square roots. This may not be the one used, but it's something I think you guys might be interested in knowing. So rather than tell you a step-by-step recipe and have you guys memorize it, I'm going to do a few examples and illustrate the method in practice, and you'll have to figure out from there what the steps are. So square root of 3, what we'll do is find the lowest whole number such that squared gets you closest to 3 but not over, so that'll be 1. Alright, so this is going to look like fake division or like fancy division. So now we're going to square 1, so that's really a 1 squared, which is 1. Subtract that. Now we're always going to bring down the next 2 digits, unlike division where it's 1. Now what we're going to do is double the 1, and this is the weird mysterious step. Now we create 2 blanks. The 2 blanks means 20 what times that same what get us closest to 200. So 5 is too low, 6 is too low, I think 7 would be it. So that would be 140 and 49, notice left to right, so that's 189. So we put the 189 here, and the 7 is our next digit. Now this is not an approximation, 7 is the actual digit of that square root. Alright, so now we get 11, again we bring down the next 2 zeros, and then we would repeat this procedure. We would double the existing number, 34, put a blank times a blank. 340 what times what gets us closest but under 1100. So let's see, we could try 3, and that would be 1029. Alright, so the next digit is 3, and we could keep doing this on and on. Now it gets a little annoying because you keep having to double this number and doing these little parts, but you will get the exact digits, which is pretty neat. So let's do 1 or 2 more examples just so you guys get the hang of this. So let's say you want to do 101. Now we know this answer should be 10 point something just through common sense. So if our answer doesn't agree with this, it's wrong. So in this case, what we're going to do is see which number squares. So in this case, okay, so there's a thing with odd digits and even numbers of digits. In this case, there's an odd number of digits, so we'll take the 1. So what number squared gets us close to 1? Well, that's just 1. So minus 1 is 0, 1. We double that, so 20 what times what gets us closest to 0, 1? That would be 0. So it's 1, 0, and now we have 1, 0, 0. So we double the 10, we get 20, and now 200 and what times what gets us closest to 100. So again, that would be 0. So the next digit will be 0, and then we'll keep doing this. So let's do another example. Let's say we want to do 960, or let's use that old example, 2345. Now from before we know it should be 48 squared approximately. So let's take the square root of this. Now here, instead of taking just the 2, we're going to take digits in pairs of 2. When there's an odd number of digits, such as in the previous examples, you'll take 1 digit. When there's an even number, you'll take 2 of them. So you take 23 and say, what's the closest number such that squared is closest to 23? That's a 4, because that squared is 16. So then you do 7, drop the next 2 digits, and then you double that. So that's 8. So 80 what times what gets you close to 745? Is it 8? So let's try 8. That's 640 and 64. So that would be 704. All right, so this would be 48. Notice we got 48. Now let's keep doing it to get another digit of precision. All right. So now we double the 48 and find 960 blank times blank gets us closest to 4100. So it seems 5 is too high. Let's try 4. That's 3600 and 240. Looks like it's going to work. I won't even bother doing it. So this would be 0.4. But it's going to keep on going forever. But the point is, we got a pretty good precision using this algorithm with not a lot of guess and check, or actually no guess and check. So there you have it. There's a square root algorithm. There's other algorithms, not just this one, to find a square root, but I thought I'd start you guys off with this one. All right, enjoy.